Having passion is what gets you up in the morning and keeps you going even on your bad days. Most of the days when I go to the gym, I fail more than I win. And that's true of life. You have to have grit, passion, drive to get up when you get knocked down. And like once I learned, like through a series of, not just through weightlifting, through just life really, and weightlifting is part of it, that you are gonna get knocked down. But what matters is being resilient enough to get up. When I almost quit powerlifting for good, I mean, when I literally just like, I'm dropping the ball, I'm out of this. The thing that I almost missed out on were the world championships. Because if I would have quit, I would have never been a world champion. I would have never held the national record. I would never be in a place to maybe get the world record. I almost quit before I got there. And I think that's so telling of life as we go and as we have a little bit of success. I think most people get almost to the cusp of doing something great, then they have a setback and they quit because somewhere along the line they quit believing in themselves.
Shawn Shepherd, 407.9 pounds.
Start press rack.
I started in powerlifting in high school. As a kid, we had lifting for football and wrestling. So I kind of always dabbled with it in that space. I got into it competitively about 2008. The thing that drew me to powerlifting, like I love the grittiness of it. I like the individuality of it. And it's just you out there. Like you have to do the work prior to get it done. And it keeps me in a space where I'm continually setting and achieving goals. I'm also learning from some of my failures. So it gives me a chance to continually improve. 2018 was a really tough year for me. 2018 started well. I won my first meet in 2018. So I go into the world meet ranked #1. The expectation was I would go and it would kind of continue that same trend. I go to the meet, I have a shoulder injury and I miss all 3 of my lifts. So I got disqualified is what it amounted to. So I'm on the biggest stage, and I already initially on the front side of that, I really went in having imposter syndrome. I'm like, what am I doing here? I went back to almost like when I was a 12-year-old kid. Like, I don't belong here, why am I here? I've seen these people on the internet and magazines, they are not like me and I'm not like them, and I wanted to leave. Some of the people in my life I wanted to impress most were there with me, my dad, my younger brother, and my son, so I was kind of in it. But I went there, I failed on that stage. The worst part was driving home from Virginia Beach home. Like, silly me, I chose to drive instead of fly. So there's a long, painful drive on the way home. We get home, get through all that, and I think to myself, like, I've already won. Like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. This is a waste of time, and I was super, super discouraged. Like, not giving myself the credit I should have. Like, I was at the World Championship. Only a handful of people get to go there, but I was there. But I got so caught up in the emotions of it, so I kind of wrestled around for 3 months, like, I'm quitting, like I'm out. I had a cousin in December, so a few months later, who was my little brother, my #1 fan, my greatest hype man I've ever had in my life, died of a massive heart attack in December. And I decided from that point on, I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna get after it, and I'm gonna do so. My family needed something so desperate, positive in our lives. So I decided to let that be the way I got back into it, to honor his memory and bring something positive into our life. Competing at a high level has helped me in my personal life a lot. It has allowed me to finally, at 47 years old, to feel like I belong in every room I'm in. It has opened doors, really big doors for me, just to connect with people. There are a lot of people that I've connected with that probably wouldn't connect with Shawn, the random guy they see on the street, but they would talk to Shawn, the guy that won a couple world championships. They would talk to Shawn, the guy that has some weightlifting records, because it's so unique and different. So it opens a door for me to be able to serve people well. And on I guess even a more personal level, it has allowed me to believe in myself through the trial and error and just the grind of getting after it. I think finding a mentor is game-changing, because what it does in a very kind way, it allows you to have somebody that helps you recognize your blind spots or your weak spots. Like, there was a long period of my life where I thought, man, if somebody tells me something I'm not doing well, it meant something negative, and it's not true. I think the most kind thing you can do to somebody is care enough to lock arms with them and help them get better. So mentors, man, have changed my life. I've had phenomenal mentors, coaches. I had a 5th grade teacher that radically changed my life. She just invested in a broke down kid from government subsidy housing that nobody would give the time of day. And like her caring and compassion radically changed my life. It has allowed me to believe that I could maybe show up in rooms where I felt like I didn't belong.